Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Tuesday morning. We have 4 qualifiers set to get underway in just a couple of moments. A cool June 22nd here in Campbellville. Temperature around 14 degrees Celsius. Track is fast. Flags moving just a little bit with the wind coming in from the west. Field of 6 for our first qualifier. A couple of driver changes to pass along. Number 2, Kathy's Moment. The driver will be Paul McDonnell. And number 4, Spirit of a Storm. The reinsman will be Sylvain Filion. Field of 6, there are no changes here for the first qualifier when it comes to scratches. Just those 2 driver notes. McDonnell on the 2 and Filion on the 4. Starting gate moving into position. Pacers here for the first. Number 1, Santa Cruz Sealsters, a 4-year-old mare. The trainer-driver is Phil Houdon. 2, Kathy's Moment, a 3-year-old filly, trained by Brad Maxwell with Paul McDonnell. 3, Control Me Once, is a 3-year-old colt, also trained by Maxwell. James McDonald drives. 4, Spirit of a Storm, 3-year-old gelding, trained by Greg McNair with Sylvain Filion. 5, Between I and You, a 3-year-old colt, trained by Wayne McGeen with Chris Christophorou. And number 6 is Better's Entity, a 3-year-old colt. The trainer-driver is Mark McKinnon. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Field of 6. Pacers lined up for the first of 4 qualifiers here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And they're off and pacing. Between I and You is hustling out of there. So too is Spirit of a Storm from the inside. That is Santa Cruz Sealster. And then slotting in behind will be Control Me Once to get in front of stablemate Kathy's Moment. And the early trailer is Better's Entity, who gets away 6th in the debut qualifier for that Better's Delight 3-year-old colt. To the opening quarter they go, and it's a 2-length advantage here for Spirit of a Storm through an opening panel of 29 and 4. So off a 29 and 4 opener, Spirit of a Storm, a 3-year-old gelding, leads them by a length and a half for Sylvain Filion. Out from second and looping around now will be Between I and You. So that one comes around to take the lead at 3/8 now for Christophorou. Between I and You now takes control from Spirit of a Storm second. Santa Cruz Sealster is third. Control Me Once is fourth. Kathy's Moment is fifth. And the trailer 6 is Better's Entity. Up to the half, 3-length advantage here for Between I and You. The half was 59 and 3. Back-to-back 29 and 4 splits. A little quicker there for the leader Between I and You, who looped around to the front in the second quarter and leads them by 5 lengths going around the final turn. Early leader Spirit of a Storm is racing in second. To the outside now comes Santa Cruz Sealster. Control Me Once tries to follow there fourth. Kathy's Moment is fifth, and Better's Entity is sixth. 128 and 1 for 3 quarters. Off the turn and into the stretch. 28 and 3 third quarter there for Between I and You. And this 3-year-old colt by State Treasure will close this one out, leading it by double-digit lengths coming into the final 1/8 of the mile. Santa Cruz Sealster is in second. To the outside comes Control Me Once. Back now for Spirit of a Storm, and Kathy's Moment looks to finish up well. Deep stretch. This will be Between I and You to take it. Between I and You gets it by about 10 lengths. Second went to Control Me Once, then it was Santa Cruz Sealster, followed by Spirit of a Storm, Kathy's Moment, and Better's Entity, 156 and 3 for Between I and You. Up next is our second qualifier. As we move over to the trot here, there are no changes. No driver changes, no scratches. So the field of 7 that was programmed will go behind the starting gate. Three-year-old trotters for the second qualifier. Number 1, Luminary Hanover is a 3-year-old filly. The trainer driver is Mark Goddard. 2, Meadowview Lily, also a 3-year-old filly, trained and driven by Mark Etzel. 3, Can't Muscle Me, 3-year-old filly trained by Harry Polton with James McDonald. 4, Lifelong Wish is a 3-year-old gelding trained by Pam Forgy with Mike Saftick. 5, Muscle Builder, a 3-year-old gelding. The trainer driver is Rod Hughes. 6 is Lucifer's Jewel, a 3-year-old colt, trained by Bill McClure with Lorimer McClure driving. And the 7, LD's Patrick, a 3-year-old colt trained by Ben Bayer, Jean-Sylvain Filion, is in the sulky. That's your field of 7 for our second of 4 qualifiers, 3-year-old trotters. Now moving in behind the starting gate. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Field of 7, 3-year-old trotters lined up. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. A break before the beginning for number 6, Lucifer's Jewel. Also off stride after the start. That was Muscle Builder. So in the early going, it is Lifelong Wish striding out to the early lead. Crosses over in front of Meadowview Lily, who gets away second. Luminary Hanover follows there in third. Then it is Can't Muscle Me in fourth. Fifth was LD's Patrick. We had another breaker going into the first turn. Off stride went Luminary Hanover. They'll come to the opening quarter here. It's on the board in 28 and 2, courtesy of Lifelong Wish. Into the backstretch. And your leader is Lifelong Wish, on top by a length and a half. Might not be on top for much longer, as here comes Meadowview Lily around. Back in third is Can't Muscle Me. Fourth is LD's Patrick, followed fifth by Luminary Hanover. Then well back to Lucifer's Jewel, and your trailer is Muscle Builder. Past the half here in a snappy 57 seconds. This is Meadowview Lily on top. Meadowview Lily, who was third in last year's OSS Super Final, takes them into the far turn. And she leads this one by over 5 lengths with 5/8 of the mile now complete. Back in second is Lifelong Wish. Racing in third is LD's Patrick, who was able to get in front of Can't Muscle Me. Off stride once again went Luminary Hanover. 3/4, 125 and 4. So Meadowview Lily comes into the lane. Sizable advantage here. She'll look to close it out. She's on top by double digits. Back in second is Lifelong Wish. LD's Patrick on the outside third. Can't Muscle Me is fourth. And in the final 1/8 of the mile, Meadowview Lily is going to bring this one home. And she's going to take it by probably about a half dozen lengths, stopping the clock in what would have been 156 and 3. Up next is our third qualifier. Back over to the pace, 4-year-olds and up. Scratch number 6, Lone Wolf Terror. Number 7, Wild Driver Bumblebee. 6 and 7 are out, brings us down to a field of 6. Number 1, Doc's Harmony, a 4-year-old mare trained by Jody Cullen with Travis Cullen driving. 2, Vanna's Cam, 7-year-old mare trained by Catherine Flanagan with Dr. John Flanagan in the sulky. 3 is Sonic Flare, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Pam Forgy with Bob McClure. 4 is Convoyville, a 5-year-old gelding trained by Isabel Darvaux with Robert Shepard. 5 is Stelios, a 6-year-old gelding trained by Richard Moreau with Sylvain Filion. 6 and 7 are scratched, and number 8 is Kazimoto, a 7-year-old gelding. The trainer-driver is Phil Houdon. Starting gate now in motion as the wings open, and the field of 6 older pacers now taking their positions. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Field of 6 picking up speed, and here they come for the third. And they're off and pacing. Stelios is sprinting out of there in the early going. Also from the outside, Kazimoto powering out. Getting away in third is Convoyville. To the inside, fourth, that is Doc's Harmony. Outside of her is Vanna's Cam. And then your early trailer is Sonic Flare. They're going into the first turn after a pretty good opening 8th of the mile. Stelios, who showed some gate speed, leads it by a pair coming to the opening quarter. And it'll be a snappy opening quarter on this morning of 28 seconds flat. Swinging into the backside, and they are following Stelios. It is the 6-year-old gelding leading it by a little more than a length and a half. Kazimoto is in second. Third is then Convoyville. Break of 2 lengths back to Doc's Harmony in fourth. Vanna's Cam is fifth, and your trailer 6 is Sonic Flare. They'll tighten up a little bit here in the second quarter as Stelios is in full control. The 6-year-old gelding Stelios, 5 for 36 last year, 2 for 7 this year. A 17-time winner, leads it by a length and a half coming to the midway point in 57 and 4. So that was a 29 and 4 breather in the second quarter for Stelios. So they're tightly packed, and we get some movement from the rear of the field. Sonic Flare's underway for McClure. Now popping the 2-hole. Houdon tugs on the right line with Kazimoto, and Kazimoto steps around the early leader Stelios. Also to the outside came Convoyville in third. Down to the rail, Doc's Harmony. Outside of Doc's Harmony is Sonic Flare, and your trailer is Vanna's Cam. So they're 3 wide coming off the final turn, 127 and 2 for 3 quarters into the stretch. And at the inside, it has been Stelios, who had to dig in, confronted on that far turn, surrenders the lead now as getting by. That was Kazimoto, but on the far outside, Convoyville comes on by and powers to the top. Convoyville's got the lead. Coming on the far outside is Sonic Flare. Going to make a late push at the new leader, but it's Convoyville coming into deep stretch to take it. Sonic Flare was second. Stelios hung in there, was third. Doc's Harmony fourth. Then Kazimoto. And your trailer was Vanna's Cam, 155 and 4. Final qualifier on this Tuesday morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. We've got older trotters. Scratch number 4, King of Magic. And number 2 will be driven by trainer Barry Drury. Barry Drury drives the 2 power move, and number 4, King of Magic, is scratched. Starting gate moving into position, just waiting for one of the trotters, who is now coming the right direction, and we'll join them on the gate. So the wings of the starting gate will open. Number 1, Run Like Hill, a 4-year-old gelding trained and driven by Ben Hollingsworth. 2 is Power Move, an 11-year-old. The trainer driver is Barry Drury. 3 is Cheeses Murphy, a 5-year-old gelding, and it'll be Chris Christoforou driving for Shane Barrington. 4 is Out. 5 is Hold On Tight to Your Dreams, a 12-year-old gelding trained by Corey Johnson with James McDonald. And 6 is Run Director, 6-year-old trained by Shane Weber. Sylvain Filion is in the sulky. Field of 5 for the final qualifier. Trotters picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Pretty even beginning here. A few of them are showing some good early speed. On the far outside, it's Run Director. In the center, Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. Then it's Cheeses Murphy. And from the rail, Run Like Hill. 4 across in the early going as they'll scramble for position here. We'll see who gets to control it as they go into the first turn. Still 3 deep into that first turn, as it's Hold On Tight to Your Dreams, widest of them all. Cheeses Murphy now crosses over in front of Run Like Hill. On the outside, Run Director is 4th, and then it is Power Move 5th. The opening quarter was 29 and 2, and things still haven't settled. Into the backside, and Hold On Tight to Your Dreams will now clear to Command. Gets in front of Cheeses Murphy, but that lead will likely be short-lived, as here's Run Director on the outside. And Run Director, the winner of over 800,000 life, is marching on the outside for Filion, looking to come up and take the top spot. So Run Director now grabs control from Hold On Tight to Your Dreams in second. 3rd is Cheeses Murphy. Inside 4th is Power Move, and on the outside, Run Like Hill is 4 from the top. 59 and 2, the half-mile clocking. Onto the far turn they go, and this field of 5 continue to stay right there together. But now we get separation on the front as Run Director really ramps it up here, entering that final turn. Run Director quickly gets 4 lengths of separation. Back in second is Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. On the outside, Run Like Hill is in 3rd. Inside 4th is Cheeses Murphy, and Power Move is 5th. They head towards 3/4, slipping out of there with Cheeses Murphy from in 3rd. Able to get around Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. Power Move will follow that path, and widest of them all is Run Like Hill. 129 and 1 for 3/4. Off the turn and into the stretch, and Run Director will want to finish this one off strong. It is Run Director on top. Back in second is Cheeses Murphy. Power Move is in 3rd. 4th is Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. And then Run Like Hill in 5th. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And Run Director returns here this morning, and he's going to take this one by double digits. It'll be Run Director coming home to win it for Filion. Finishing in second is Cheeses Murphy. And then 3rd was Power Move, followed by Hold On Tight to Your Dreams and Run Like Hill. 157 and 4 for Run Director.